Hey, Dave coming at you, 9/30/2015. Posted a video a couple days ago about an Otis pull through and the jag and the patch stuck in the breech of the barrel. I did get a couple of responses, most of them from Metthem88, and discussed a few ways to get the thing out. He gave me a couple of good ideas, and basically you lose cost. I was gonna take the some wire cutters and strip the line, and I had an aircraft lug that I was going to put on there, but I didn't want to wreck the pull through. It's still pretty good. So thanks, Metthem. I appreciate your ideas. You gave me a couple in the pep talk, because as I was pulling on that, that's what I remembered. Who's going to win this fucking cloth with me? So this thing looks pretty nasty. I have just cleaned the rifle and everything, and I'll show you how to clean this. Let me clean it first, and then I'll show you what I used, and then we'll wrap it up inside. Okay, back at the ranch here. Got the bore and the breech cleaned up. Got everything about as good as I can get it. This was a mess. I had to got my rod here and brush. I used two of these. I had a nylon one. This one's a copper. Basically took the hoppies, which was in here and here, put some down the barrel, put some on the brush, ran that brush through it at least about a dozen times, let it sit for about a half an hour, come back, put a little bit more hoppies on the brush, run it through about a half a dozen times, come back in half an hour. Then I got some wet patches and started running those wet patches through it. Ran about 6 through them, then let it set for another half hour, and kept running it through the can't see this, but in the breech there, it was really dirty black carbon, and that's from when I tried to burn the cotton with the lighter. Point of reference, I don't believe I'd ever try and do that again. Then after everything started looking clean, after running the hoppies through it, I took some dry patches, probably about 8 to 10 dry patches through there, got it all clean, took about 3 patches of rim oil, okay, ran those through it, and then a couple more patches of just dry patches to get it all dried and cleaned out. This was the nasty pull through that you saw hanging in the tree. Pretty much got all cleaned up. For cleaning brushes, and I use this nylon brush, to clean out the breech and those parts. What works real good for me is just regular brake cleaner. This doesn't have any, this is the non-chlorinated type. So this one's pretty good on doing your brake parts, and it also does a pretty good job of cleaning some of your brushes and a few other things. So like I said, a couple of shout outs. First one to Metthem88. Thank you for the ideas. Much appreciated. And another shout out in reference to Tactical 85 or 8541 Tactical. I don't know if anybody's ever watched this channel. John McQuay's an ex-Marine, really knowledgeable in firearms. Has got some good tips. Gave me a bunch of good cleaning tips, and I learned from there. So anyway, a lesson learned. If I had to do this again, if I ever got this thing stuck again, or if anybody ever had asked me, what I think I would do is I would just get a little bit of oil, and I would put it down the muzzle end and in the breech, and probably let sit overnight, and then anchor this thing in there and pull it out. Now that all depends on what do you have. If you have a cleaning rod, you have a hole stuck, that's a whole different problem. Okay, but anyway, with one of these Otis pull-throughs, and the kind that I have, I've got the female end on one, and then I've got the jag on the other for the patches. So whatever brushes, I'm not too impressed with these brushes. They're okay, but I just regular like to use the rod. I can get I think clean better that way. And the one that I used has the end where you put the that little handle through there, and I think you can unscrew that. And then you got the jag right there. So anyway, I'm going to take this baby. I'm going to use a little bit more rim oil, get a little bit lubricated, put the stock back on it, and then we'll head out to the range tomorrow and try and get this sighted in. So anyway, that's it for the issue and problem solved, hopefully. And Dave the Ammo Cycle, 9/30/2015, over and out.